Hello friends and welcome back to another video. In the previous video we discussed about inheritance and subclasses. So in this video we are going to discuss about special methods, Dunder methods or magic methods. You may call it as Dunder methods as they have double underscores as we have underscore underscore init underscore underscore method. So firstly let's create a student class and I will create an init method and I will assign some arguments or attributes like name, age, fee and subject. Now self.name equals name. Now I will copy it and paste it 4 times. Now let's change the name of the attributes. Age, fee and subject. So this was our class. Let's create an object now. So to create an object, I will write here s1 equals students and in the empty parentheses in double quotation marks Mike, which is name, comma, age, which is 16 and fee, which is let's say 10,000 and the subject is let's say science. Now the object is created. Let's check if it is working perfectly or not. I will write here print and in the empty parentheses I will write s1.name. If I run the code you will see we get Mike, which is the name of s1. So that means our code is working fine and we have successfully created the class and the object. So now let me show you the magic of the magic functions or magic methods. As you guys can see here, we have underscore underscore init underscore underscore. It is an example of magic method or Dunder method. Let me show you an example of another Dunder method. So for that I will write here print and in the empty parentheses s1. Now if I run the code you will see that we get this result which is hard to read and not user friendly. So if I add dot underscore underscore repr underscore underscore with an empty parenthesis and now run the code, you will see we get the same result. Why is that so? It is because we haven't defined the repr method in our class. So let's remove that and go back to class and define the repr method. So I will write here def underscore underscore repr underscore underscore and in the empty parenthesis self, and here I will write return and now in the double quotation marks students and in the empty parenthesis I will add 3 curly brackets each surrounded by single quotation marks. So I will write here dot format and in the empty parenthesis I will write self dot name. So self dot name, and let's reduce the number of curly brackets for now and you will see the issue is resolved as we have one curly bracket in which self dot name will be placed. So if I run the code now you will see we get students and in the empty parenthesis Mike, which was not the result before adding the repr method in the class. So now let's increase the number of attributes here. That will be 4, and let's increase the number of curly brackets that we have reduced from 3. But firstly, let's change the name of the attributes: name, age, fee, and subject. Now let's increase the curly brackets. Now if I run the code, you will see we get the same output that we have given to it as input while creating the object. Now if I comment out these lines and now run the code, you will see we get the same old output, which is hard to read and is not user friendly. So if I remove these comments and now run the code, you will see we get the same easy to read and user friendly output. So that was it for repr method. Now is the time for str method. So I will copy this underscore underscore repr underscore underscore method and I will paste it down below. Now let's change the name of the function or method from repr to str. So now let's remove the s from students in the str method, and if I run the code, you will see we get the result with respect to str method, as we have removed the s from str method. And in the print statement, let's add the str method and run the code again. You will see we get the same result, but if we add repr method here, we will get the result with respect to repr method. Now if I remove the str method from the class and add the str method in the print statement, you will see we get the result with respect to repr method, as the str method uses the repr method as a fallback. And if I remove the repr method, you will see we get the same old, hard to read and non-user friendly output. Now if I remove the repr method from the class and use the repr method in the print statement, you will see we get the same hard to read and non-user friendly output. But if I use the str method in the print statement, we get the user friendly and easy to read output. There are many more special methods and Dunder methods. So to demonstrate a few, let's create another object and let's change its attributes. Let its name be Bob, his age be 17, his fee be 12,000 and his subject be computer. And let's change the name of the object to s2. Now you may have noticed that if we add the integers and if we add the strings, both behave differently regarding their addition. So you will see if we add 1 plus 2, it will give us 3, which can also be achieved by typing int dot underscore underscore add underscore underscore and in the empty parentheses the digits to add, which will be 1 and 2. And if I run the code, you will see the answer is 3. Now here the underscore underscore add underscore underscore is also an example of Dunder method. Now let's copy that and paste it again, but instead of 1 and 2, let's change it to a and 2 in the double quotation marks, which will be a string. If I run the code, you will see that both the integers and the strings behave differently regarding their addition. Same we can do with our objects. So let's create an add method underscore underscore add underscore underscore method in our class, and here I will write return self dot fee plus other dot, let's change it to other object in the argument. So let's change other to other object obj dot fee. So this is our add method. Let's comment it out first, and if I write here print s1 plus s2 and now run the code, you will see we get error. Students and students cannot be added, which is unsported operand. So if I add this add function and now run the code, you will see we get 22,000, which is the sum of both objects fee. So in this way we can derive different logics for the addition of the objects. So this was all about underscore underscore add underscore underscore method. Let's move on to the length function or length method, which will tell you about the number of letters in a string. So let's move this s1 plus s2, and here I will write length and in the empty parentheses mic in the double quotation marks. If we run the code, it should give us 4, and we can see the answer is 4. So this can also be achieved by typing str dot underscore underscore length underscore underscore and in the empty parentheses in double quotation marks mike, which is mic, and if I run the code, you will see it gives us the same result. And mic in the double quotation marks dot length also give us 4. But instead, if I write here s1 dot length and now run the code, we will see we get an error. Why is that so? Because we haven't added the length method in our class. So let's add the length method by copying and pasting the add method we have created above. So let's move this line, and instead I will write here length of self, and let's move the other object from the arguments. And now if I run the code, we will see we get an error. It is because I have written in the length method return the length of self, but instead it should be return the length of self dot name. So if I run the code now, you will see s1 dot length is equal to 4, and if I change it to s2 and now run the code, you will see we get 3. So that was all about magic methods, Dunder methods, and special methods. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video.